Good morning everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are in the world. Thank you for checking out Princess Naya Thoughts. Today we're going to be discussing how to remain motivated. Could be in work, could be in life, could be just every day, could be in studies, could be in school, could be anywhere you are in your stage of life right now. How does one person remain motivated? Now, for me, motivation comes from so many different places. I could get inspired by a colour of a crayon, which might sound really strange to some people. However, I find the motivation from so many different places. One of the places that I'm going to discuss today about drawing motivation from is the input of information that you put into your brain. Now, a lot of people watch a lot of stuff on TV. Some people subconsciously watch stuff on TV. Some people scroll and are friends with a million people on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else, and you're constantly reading other people's thoughts and ideologies and information. Now, for me, if you're not reading the right content or listening to the right audio or watching the right programs, then you're setting yourself up for huge demotivation without even realizing it. I had a social media break earlier on in the year, just to kind of cleanse and detox. I have a really overzealous imagination, and I found myself dreaming of like random stuff, just any and anybody were walking in and out of my dreams. And I found that because I was scrolling on Instagram before I went to bed, the last few posts that I would see probably end up walking through my brain. I have been the side of the stage with many artists. I've been in Scandal. I have been the dreams are mad. I have met Kris Jenner. She was managing me at some stage. A lot of random dreams and thoughts come from the intake of information. Now, in this day and age, it's really difficult to shut off from the world. And I don't particularly think shutting off from the world is the answer. I just think that controlling the intake of information is really, really, really key. Now, I've even had to remove family members from Facebook for reading posts that I've just thought, what the hell? Because just because someone is your friend or someone is your family member or even a work colleague doesn't mean that their thoughts and emotions and phrases and sentences and paragraphs and choices are for you. And just because they write something that is negative and you've read it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that you've lost control of the intake of information. So to stay motivated, I think it's really... Oh, did you hear my stomach grumbling? Yeah, so I'm on a time scale here because Kizzy's going to be awake in a minute. Basically, in order to stay motivated, the first step, I think, is definitely controlling what you're following on social media. Everyone has social media. Everyone looks at it every single day. Twitter's like the new Daily Mail. It's a place of facts and information and gossip. Instagram is pretty much the same, and Facebook is even worse because it's like a diary entry of somebody's life. Like, you know what you're going to see when it gets to September. You know you're going to see the onslaught of children in their school uniforms, which is great. Do you know what I mean? When it gets to Mother's Day or Father's Day, you get the massive devotions of love for one's parents that you've never heard of for the rest of the year. So I think that the first step is filtering out anyone or anything that makes you feel bad, negative, sad, roll eyes, something that might give you the cause to just want to have a bitch. The screen grab that is not the positive screen grab, it's the shade screen grab. Anything that does that, you kind of want to remove it from your eyesight. And by doing that, you start to be left with all of the things that will make you feel good. So after you've moved a lot of the things that don't make you feel good, you want to start looking at the things that do make you feel good. And it's personal to everyone. Everyone has different things that motivate them. So for me, I like a lot of the positive women that own brands and artists that I follow on social media because I like to see their journey. I like to see what they're doing. I like the quotes they put up. I like the inspirational videos. I like the milestones that they're reaching. I follow a lot of entrepreneurs. Like I saw Lethal B put up a picture. He bought his manager a whip just as a thank you because she's been ride or die. I follow her as well on social media. Again, really inspiring, makes me think like, wow, like, yeah, this is what I want to strive to. I want to be able to do the same one day. You know, I follow a lot of motivational speakers, the ones that really resonate with me. There are so many out there that you might have a personal connection with. I follow a guy called Grant Cardone, who is an absolute savage and a menace. His language and direction of building a person up might not be to your taste, but it could be to your taste. He's very, very brutal. So listening to his videos in the morning when I've just woken up are inspiring, you know. When it comes to Facebook, I tend to not really read a lot of posts that people put up, just because, again, I feel like Facebook is a diary, and I feel like a diary should just be for yourself. And in this technology age, we've kind of, you know, just got used to having a thought and putting it out there without even thinking. And I think that because that is the nature of certain social media platforms, I think it's really, really important to just manage what it is that you're actually letting yourself come into your brain, because the brain is a really, really powerful muscle. Another thing is TV programs and films. It can get really quite controlling if you really, really strip it down. If your imagination is very, very, very overactive like mine is, then some programs are just not for you. I mean, I just watched Stranger Things, and I watched way too many episodes back to back, and you know, now the Upside Down is living in the corner of my head, which I know is not a positive thing, you know. So I'm not perfect, however I'm mindful, and I do try to put certain things in place to protect my brain, to protect myself, because that is how I stay motivated. As soon as you let your guards down and you let negative information free flowing into you all day, every day, in the morning, wake up negative, in the afternoon negative, all these drudgery things that you read in the paper, because I don't even read the newspaper, then those things will knock you off and help you not stay motivated. Even if you have all the motivational stuff in the world, if you don't cut out the negative influx of information, then it's going to really, really, really be difficult to stay on your natural high of life and, you know, pour everything that you have into being the best version of yourself you can be, because you'll be a continual battle of negative and positive. So if you try and cut down the negative influx and increase the positive influx, then I think that will help you stay motivated. So yeah, that's my top tip for motivation. I hope you liked it. If you have any top tips for motivation yourself, or anyone that you're following on social media that you think is amazing, please add them to me, because I'm always trying to expand and grow my network and increase my levels of motivation as well. So I hope you liked it. Yeah, stay locked and make sure you subscribe and leave a comment. Doodles!